Hey, what's up, everybody? I wanted to talk to you tonight about one of my favorite NFT projects out. Haven't done many videos or any videos, I don't think, on NFTs. It's something that I've been obviously studying along with everything else for a while. I own quite a few. I started off with NBA Top Shot, the video and NFT moments. Been buying those for well over a year now. Haven't bought any recently, but got some of the early ones. But um, I like NFTs. They're great. Problem with most of them is they really are just like one of a kind pictures that are really cool, and they are only valuable because they're popular. And some NFT projects are trying to do extra stuff with their NFTs, maybe put it into a metaverse or something to give it some utilities, but most of them don't have any utility at all. So definitely try to find projects that have an actual utility as well, so it's not just a picture. So this is Kadena Mining Club. It is built on the Kadena network. They have a partnership with Flux, which also has a partnership with Kadena. It's a computer. I think Flux is a really good project if you've never looked at it. I'll talk about Kadena here in a minute also. But the reason I really like this project is not only do you have NFTs, but for every NFT you buy, you have a hash rate on Kadena. So basically what their plan is, and this is some of their Marmalade is an NFT website coming, Launchpad and website coming, Zelcore is a wallet. That works with Flux and Kadena. So that's the wallet that most people use. But basically, it's a collection of 10,000 NFTs, and buying one grants you ownership of a hash rate. It's also going to be a DAO, so the NFT holders can vote on any improvement proposals or giveaways or when to buy new miners or whatever it might be. Um, so uh, so basically at mint, each NFT is 200 gigahash of mining power. As of that's approximately 40 KDA annually. I'll show you here in a little bit when I'm going through the white paper. There's a calculator to look it up. It's actually about 42 KDA right now a year. So there's going to be 10 10 people get ultra rare NFTs. There's a prize pool of 250,000 that's going to be split between those 10. They haven't really announced exactly what that is yet, but so of the 10,000 NFTs, 1,500 are whitelisted addresses. They'll cost 200 each. The remaining 8,500 or $300 each. I'll go over some of their Discord stuff on how to get whitelisted and everything in a minute, but 75% of all the mint proceeds will go towards buying ASIC miners. So that's the actual miners that mine Kadena, and I'll go over that in a little bit too. So 16% to the team, 9% to giveaways to those 10 NFT holders. So it has some frequently asked questions and stuff here. It kind of talks about their roadmap a little bit too, and some of their team. But that's basically that's the website for the Kadena Mining Club. It's kdamining.club is the name, is the website. So their Twitter is KDA Mining Club. Of course, they share a lot of stuff on here. They do AMAs where you can join and they give you experience and KMC economy points, which you can use for other stuff. I'll kind of go over here in a little bit, but one of their main guys here, their lead developer here, it actually did like what is crypto mining type of thing. So that's kind of cool if anybody wants to read that. But definitely different stuff about that they're going to share there. So it's really cool. If you're interested in the project, definitely follow it there. So the Discord here, you'll see there's just over 1,000 people that are in the Discord. So it's fairly early. The whitelist is 402 out of the 15. So there's still 1,100 spots available left to whitelist. Whitelist price is $200 each. The price is $300 each. I'm not sure if they're going to do that in like the value of KDA or how they're going to do that at the time, ask for a specific amount or something. So, but there's 10,000 total. These are the different rules to be in the server, but you got to meet the team here, socials, different links and stuff like that. This talks about how to miner list, how to get on the white list. Chat in the Discord gives you experience, sign up for reaction roles, about events to earn XP, engage with community in the promo quest, and then buy XP in the KMC economy. The whitelist roadmap is basically, you know, if you can get to level 10 and there's a Discord server, you get whitelisted with 1 mint. Level 20, 30, 40, 50, you can get up to 10 mints, and they give giveaways for each one of these levels. So if you're a level 8, you'll be put into a giveaway for each one on the way down. So if you get to level 30, you know, you can be put into the drawing for giveaways for each of these. So it's just kind of how the whitelist is working. So they also have a KD8 Be Great program where basically they're trying to get people to engage with community, engage on Twitter, engage with Instagram, Telegram, Discord, you know, just different things. And as they hit different levels on these, they're going to give away different stuff. And so, you know, anything you can do to kind of add, retweet stuff for them, or, you know, anything you can do to kind of add to the community and spread the word about it, they'll try to find ways to reward you for that. So they have announcements, the roadmap white paper. I'll go over that in a second. Different giveaways and stuff. It kind of goes over what is Kadena. General chat, invite competitions and promo quests. And this was a social miner. I think this one was a guy had tweeted something about how he likes things that are being built on KDA. What's your favorite KDA project? And they put this up here and said, hey guys, if y'all go raid this guy's tweet and put this project up there a bunch, we'll give you some extra XP and stuff. So they do different things to kind of help people out. Different feedback things, NFT discussions, ranks and level ups, check your whitelist and stuff. But the big one really is the KMC economy, because there's all kind of stuff you can do in here. Play roulette, you can buy horses and horse race, play blackjack, you can work, there's other things you can do, crime and stuff like that. But if you get caught, you lose money. But for everything that you do, or anytime you're doing stuff on here, you gain experience, but you also gain money. And a few times a day, I think every 4 or 6 hours, you can go in and collect like whatever role you are. See if I can find one. Yeah, this person's I guess this is all the roles that they have. So every few hours they can come in and collect this much of the cash. And then it basically, there's different things you can do with it. You can play the games with it. I'll kind of show you here. You can type shop, and you can use it to get 5,000 XP added to the Discord account, which helps you level up. You can get different roles, which gives you more daily income in the economy. T-shirts, light fixtures, NFTs, just different things are given away. But also, if you can get to 500 million, which I'm sure would be pretty hard to do, but they'll actually give you a KD box. A KD box is a smaller KDA miner. So you actually get a real life box that you can, they're kind of quiet. They don't run off much power. You can actually put it in your house, just in a corner somewhere, and get KDA every day. So anyway, chances of getting that, I'm sure, is pretty slim. But mainly my goal is to get as much cash as possible and keep getting XP, because the XP is going to level you up, which is going to get you higher up on the whitelist, where you can get maybe 2 NFTs or 3 NFTs, which will give you more hash power and give you more Kadena payout every year, or every month, or whatever they do. So I think it's every month they're paying out. So, and you can come in here and kind of check your rank or leaderboard or whatever you want to check, and kind of see where you stand. I'm actually number 20 right now. I've got enough to buy some XP, but I'm just going to kind of keep seeing how far I can get up the leaderboard before I spend any of it. This guy's got almost 2 million already. Guy, girl, sorry, I don't know. Yeah, so some pretty cool stuff they're doing in their Discord there. The white paper, I won't go too deep into this. I don't want this video to be too long, but y'all can come here and look at this. And I think, hold on, let me show you. Where was it? Roadmap white paper. There's a link here under roadmap white paper channel where you can kind of open up this document and look at it. So, and this just talks about some of the other stuff that I've already mentioned. It's also, I mentioned it's a DAO, so you have you can vote on different changes to the protocol or when to buy new miners or whatever. So one NFT is 200 gigahash. I went over here and I did it to 200 if you were to buy one and calculate. And you'll see, of course, prices are down. I think KDA is like 241 a coin right now. All-time high is like 28. But you know, the potential of it, I personally think in the next several years, when people figure out what KDA is, I think it has a lot of potential. Not financial advice, as I always say. You're in charge of your own decisions. You click your own buttons. You do whatever, all that. But so basically 3.5 a month, which is about 850 a month or whatever. That's about 42 a year right now. I'd like to hope that it'd be a lot more than that after a year as you're getting it, but you know, that it gives you that hash power as long as the miner works. Most miners last 4 to 5 years, so this would probably last about that long. You would hope you'd be getting that income off of KDA. If KDA does what we would like it would do, and it gets up in value, and you're getting 42 of them a year, that could end up being a pretty decent, you know, little passive income you're making off of it. So, um, so let me go back. All right, so I've kind of gone over what they're doing with the tokenomics, or excuse me, not tokenomics, it's not a token. What they're doing with the money from them, 75% buys the ASICs. Some goes to the creator and some goes to giveaways. This talks about mining, kind of what it is. You know, it's a KDA is a proof of work blockchain, just like Ethereum is currently, even though they're moving to proof of stake sometime soon. So all the mining that's done for Ethereum should theoretically go away if proof of stake even works for Ethereum, which theoretically it may not. They're trying to, you know, the theory, the saying I've heard is basically they're, you know, imagine building a 100-story skyscraper building and then deciding you want to change the foundation. Not that easy to do. You've got a proof of work blockchain that now wants to change the proof of stake. It might work. It might not. They may shoot themselves in the foot, or they may realize they have to go back to proof of work. I don't know what's going to happen. They say sometime around August it's going to switch, but you know, we'll see. We'll see what they can do. So KD6 gets about 29.2 terahash right now. So that's 29,200 gigahash. So I think that's basically, I did the math, like 142 NFTs per miner, something like that. So, you know, you kind of split up that terahash and what it's making every year amongst the NFTs that would buy that miner. So it's getting about 20 a day, maybe closer to 18 or something like that. But I have a friend who has some miners, so that's what he says he's getting, somewhere around 18 or 19 a day. But so let me see, you get monthly deposits directly to your wallet. This talks a little more about the DAO member proposals and stuff like that, the voting and different things on it. These are some of the roadmap stuff. They're going to try to use green energy for all of it. So they're trying to find a hosting station that does everything with solar or some type of green energy, so that way they can commit to that. And they know that their miners are being used off green energy and they're not being a burden on the environment or anything like that. They're still working on deals with mining distributors and things like that. I think the first quote they got was kind of high, and when you not too bad, but when you look at the prices of miners are coming down now, it wouldn't have been a good deal if they took it at the time. So they're kind of holding back, letting prices drop, letting different things happen to try to get a good deal on some miners. But so 10,000 NFTs no later than August 2022. They're trying to make sure they get everything secured before they put the NFTs out. After mint, they'll buy all the miners. They're hoping maybe within 45 days of mint, they'll have the miners up and running. And then they'll give out the NFT holders the KDA monthly. They're going to have a technology lab, which is kind of secret right now. They haven't told what that is, but that's part of some of the giveaways that they're giving. That sounds pretty cool. And then they're trying to buy more miners no less than 12 months after the mint. So after more people buy, and of course, as people buy and sell the NFTs on marketplace, there's usually a fee that goes along with that goes back to the developers. or the creators. So as that accrues and everything, they'll have more money to be able to go out and buy more miners. And what I think this is what it, yeah, this goes over it. So mint day, each one is 200 gigahash, excuse me, mining farm within 45 days of mint. Um, this is a scenario example, so it may, may or may not happen perfectly like this. So the first day of each month, they distribute. So let's say 6 months after they started, let's assume the DAO has $1 million in USD. They conduct a vote to purchase more miners. With these funds, they'll add 100 gigahash of mining power to each NFT. NFT owners will have the option to opt in to receive the additional hash rate by paying a little more, paying a fee for conducting the business. Once the new miners are turned on, they'll start getting the additional hash rate. So you can get up to 300, maybe even 400 and 500 or whatever, depending on as they buy more miners. So you can buy more with that. So yeah, I think I've kind of gone over some of that. So, but this is about Kadena. 480 transactions per second is what is capable of scaling to. Visa can do 24,000 a second. Bitcoin can do 5,000 a second. So that shows you the scalability of this. At the all-time high, it was $1.1 billion market cap, which is a lot right now in a way. Not a lot, but it's a decent amount. But when you look at what crypto may do and when all the other industries start to come into crypto, I mean, heck, I think the real estate market alone is 200 and something trillion dollars a year or something like that. So, or $200 trillion industry. And that's not even part of crypto yet. So you look at all these other, in trading and Forex and stock market and everything else, there could be a lot of money that goes on into crypto. That's most of that's going to go onto a blockchain that can handle all those transactions. So you got one that can do 480,000 transactions a second, which is significantly higher than what even Visa can do. So this is really one of the only blockchains that can actually handle like the New York Stock Exchange and those type of things, all the transactions they do. A lot of other projects or whatever can't handle that. They may be able to do video games and NFTs and some smart contracts and some DeFi's and stuff, but when you look at the world and being able to adapt to the entire world using it for blockchain technology, there's really, in my knowledge, no other blockchain out there that can handle it. So this really looks to be one of the best ones. So this is the profitability. Talking about the KD6. It's making about $43 a day. Electricity is $7 a day, so about $35 in profit right now. And again, KDA is like $241 a coin. When you imagine when KDA was $28 a coin, this number was significantly higher. So what they were making every day off of KDA. So there's a lot of potential there on the profit. But this goes into some of the specs. But you look at some of the prices on these. 33, they were up in the 40, 50 range. They're starting to come down now, but these are expensive. Most people can't drop $33,000 on one of these. And the power that it needs of a 220 volt, like 2800 watts. They're super loud. They have, I think it's just below what I think OSHA says you need to have earplugs in for if you're working around. So having one or more of these things, you basically have to have a dedicated spot to do them unless you let someone host it for you, which is possible. Doing it at home is a little bit difficult unless you buy like just a little KD box. The KD boxes are quiet and energy efficient, but you would need like 6 or 7 of those or actually eight or 9 maybe to get the same hash rate as this. And those are $5,000 a piece. So you'd be paying, a bunch for those more than this. So anyway, I don't get too into that, but these are expensive. Most people can't handle that, but people can maybe possibly have $200 or $300 that they could throw at something and still be getting somewhat of a payout in KDA for the future if they believe it's a good project. So KDA, I won't go too deep into it because it's, it can get to be a lot, but they have DeFi and NFTs and all kind of stuff. They're really working with they're going to start working with other blockchains and stuff, I believe. But it's safe, simple. It's powered by Pact. That's their coding language that they use. It's the way it's built. I was actually watching a tutorial about it today. I want to learn how to code on it if I can. But the way it's built is basically a lot of other codes. If you code a certain way, there will be like an error there, and you have to go back and fix and stuff. Well, Pack, from my understanding, basically won't even let you deploy the code if the errors are there. So a majority of the holes in people's code, like they may write a code and put it out there. You hear about these exploits all the time, like somebody's getting hacked or somebody got into some smart contract and they're able to run some flash loan attack or some crazy something that happens and steal millions of dollars. That's because there was holes in the code. The code was not complete or was not correct, and they were able, somebody was able to exploit that. Pact won't even let you deploy the smart contract if there's holes in the code. So a majority of the exploits that happen in crypto can't even happen on Pact. They're not possible because you can't even deploy the code unless it's correct. So there's some really cool things in that Pact development. And from mine, I'm not a coder, but from my understanding from people who do code, Pact is super simple to learn compared to some other stuff, other blockchain technology out there that people are trying to learn. But especially supposedly Haskell for ADA is incredibly hard to learn. But I heard a good opinion about that recently. Someone said, yeah, but that means only the best developers in the world will be on ADA, on Cardano, because only the best developers in the world that know that Haskell technology, that Haskell coding, will actually be able to code on it. So that could be a good thing, but that also knocks a whole bunch of developers out of your ecosystem because they don't know how to use the coding. So anyway, there's a lot of projects here. You can come in and look at some of the different ones, DeFi, gaming, NFTs, and it's still early. I mean, KDA is just now kind of getting rolling over the last several months. There's a lot in the future, I believe, for this. But the big thing I wanted to talk about on their website here, and this is kind of the last thing I'll go over, is prior to the launch of Kadena in 2016, the founders were already leaders in blockchain and cryptocurrency solutions. Stewart led JP Morgan's emerging blockchain group, and Will was recruited for his role as a tech lead for the SEC's cryptocurrency steering committee. Together, they built JP Morgan's first blockchain, known as JPM Coin. So these two guys basically built JP Morgan's first ever blockchain. From my understanding is after that, they left and decided to build Kadena. Now, the big part of this, in my opinion, and this is what got my attention and what really made me want to be involved with Kadena. So these two guys here, especially this guy here, Dr. Stuart Haber, this was 20 years before Bitcoin was born. These two guys discussed the timestamp for electronic documents. Okay. So, Haber basically, and this guy, Stornetta here, basically, they discovered blockchain technology. They figured it out. They knew what it was way before it was ever implemented. And if you go to Bitcoin's white papers, this is Satoshi Nakamoto's the original Bitcoin white papers. If you scroll down to the bottom to the references, what do you see? S. Haber, S. Haber, S. Haber. This guy was quoted 3 times, 3 different works, and Stornetta, 3 different works in reference to building Bitcoin. So basically not only did he basically help them build Bitcoin, not directly, but his technology led to the building of Bitcoin. But now he's actually an advisor with the Kadena team to use the technology that he discovered to make Kadena better. That was the other thing I was going to talk about with Kadena. Proof of work blockchains are great in a lot of ways. They're decentralized, they're very secure. The main problem was up until now was that they were not very scalable. When you look at Bitcoin and you look at Ethereum, they can't scale to the size that they need really without a layer two, without somebody helping them or with something like that to be able to scale to what they need. It's the reason Ethereum is going to proof of stake, because it allows them to scale more. But they're going to lose some decentralization and they're going to lose some security possibly because of that. So it's called the blockchain trilemma. There was no project that had ever been able to get all three together, the decentralization, the security, and the scalability, all three together into one blockchain. Well, Kadena basically has solved that. They made a proof of work blockchain that is decentralized. It is also very secure, and it's also scalable to the point where it can handle all the world's transactions. So it really, in my opinion, is the best by far layer one blockchain. And because it doesn't, it's kind of new. Most people don't even talk about it. Everybody's running around about Solana and Avalanche, and well, it was Luna until recently. Don't mean to laugh. That's not funny. I'm sorry. But I mean, it really is just an amazing project. And I think once the entire world really realizes what it's capable of and what it can do, you'll see a lot of major industries start to kind of pull to Kadena. And that's just my personal opinion, not financial advice at all. I just really think this is a completely amazing blockchain and everything that it's doing. So anyway, didn't mean to get too much into Kadena, because I know this is about the Kadena Mining Club. But you have a project that could very well be one of the best layer ones out. In my opinion, it is. And you have a potential of throwing a couple $100 at something and possibly getting a few year passive income on something that could be very valuable one day. So I've seen some videos with some price predictions, and they use all kind of equations to look at what the market could be and when this market happens and what the potential of KDA. And some of the numbers for KDA get bigger than I want to say out loud. And that's, again, no, I'm not guaranteeing anything or anything crazy like that. But if it got to 10% of what I've seen, a $200 NFT right now is worth every single penny of what it could be in the future. So anyway, I hope you all like this video. I hope it was informative. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll try to answer them. Join the Discord, ask questions there, become active in the community. There's still a lot of whitelist spots available. It's pretty easy to get there. You go in and collect your money every 4 or 5 times a day or whatever you can do, and play some blackjack and roulette and get some cash and use it to buy some XP, and you'll be whitelisted in maybe a few weeks or a month maybe. It shouldn't take you too long to get there. I've gotten from like $130,000 to 200 and whatever I got now, 290 or whatever, I can't remember, in just several days, just by going in and every few hours and doing it. So anyway, definitely check it out. I think, in my opinion, it's my favorite NFT project right now. I know there's a lot of really good ones out there. I'm not saying it's better than anything else, but I just love Kadena. I love the concept of this, where they pay you out in the KDA. And who knows what the future of this project is. I've been on several of their AMAs, and their people are pretty smart people, and I like what they're doing. The questions that people ask them, they already basically have answers for. They've already thought about it. They've already figured it out. They've already, so I really like what they're doing. So anyway, all right, y'all have a great night. Much love.